North Korean traditions are intertwined with history and ideology, where official celebrations and state customs play a key role in social identity. Lunar New Year celebrations are observed in families and institutions through rituals, greetings, and visits to elders that combine elements of culture and survival. A harvest festival reminiscent of Chuseok takes the form of public fairs and communal meals in which gratitude for the harvest and collective labor is emphasized. Juche and the cult of the individual shape state ceremonies, and symbolic visits to sites of remembrance serve an educational and political role in everyday life. Mass spectacles, including gymnastic displays and parades, build a shared narrative and social mobilization, becoming venues for the manifestation of state ideals. The Arirang Festival, known for its enormous mosaics and synchronized formations, engages thousands of performers in spectacular patriotic presentations. Traditional music and folk songs are present in schools and on stages, where students rehearse repertoire that combines folklore with the official history of the state. Folk dance and theatrical enactments play an educational and social role, and their repertoire often adapts themes of labor and national heroism. Traditional garments known as hanbok appear on family and state occasions, underscoring a connection to Korean culture. Ancestor rituals and family rites have persisted in the private sphere, ensuring the continuity of customs despite strong control over public life. Weddings and family celebrations often combine old customs with modern scenographic elements adapted to official aesthetic norms. Traditional instruments such as the gyeojeom and the buk accompany school and state concerts, cultivating local sounds in new arrangements. Community gatherings organized by factories and schools serve an integrative role while simultaneously monitoring residents' cultural activities. North Korean cuisine is based on simple, seasonal ingredients with a strong emphasis on fermented vegetables, noodle dishes, and rice-based meals. Kimchi, which forms the basis of many meals, has local variants and is prepared in bulk, constituting an important element of culinary heritage. Naengmyeon, cold noodles originating from northern regions, are served both in a broth version and with a spicy sauce, being a local specialty. Soups and one-pot dishes, often cooked using local vegetables and meat, reflect the necessity of efficient use of resources. Flour and onion pancakes, more widely known as pajeon, often appear as an accompaniment to simpler meals and family gatherings. Traditional sweets and rice cakes are served on festive occasions, combining flavor with holiday symbolism and generational memory. Fermentation-based alcohol, including local variants of soju and makgeolli, accompanies toasts and social occasions as elements of hospitality rituals. Street food and local markets offer simple snacks and regional flavors that help to understand the country's culinary diversity. Cities such as Pyongyang present monumental architecture and sites of political worship that often attract selected tourists. Ideological towers and monuments designed with the state narrative in mind dominate the capital's public space and carry symbolic significance. Kim Il-sung Square provides the backdrop for official ceremonies, and the square and its surroundings are often the scene of planned events and state-significant parades. The Kumsusan Palace, converted into a mausoleum, is a place of cult and remembrance, access to which for foreigners takes place within control visits. The Juche Tower dominates Pyongyang's skyline, rising as a symbol of the ideology, with its form and height planned to commemorate the leader. The capital's subway is famous for the depth of its stations and monumental decor, serving both a transport function and a potential air raid shelter. Runggrado Stadium is one of the largest in the world and hosts mass spectacles as well as sporting and cultural events that exemplify the scale of public ceremonies. Mass games and festivals combine dance, gymnastics, and large mosaics with the participation of thousands of young performers, creating spectacles of great precision. Parektu, a mountain of mythic and cultural significance, is regarded as a symbol of the nation's roots and often appears in legends and the official narrative. The beauty of mountains and lakes offers rugged and picturesque landscapes, and excursions are limited by regulations and access, giving them an exclusive and selective character. Coastal regions, including areas around Mount Kumgang and Wonsan, have attracted tourists, creating recreational zones with a specific character. Kaesong and historic frontier towns display traces of former capitals and cultural influences, combining monuments with stories of Korea's past. Museums and exhibition halls in cities preserve stories of the revolution, labor, and national heroes, shaping collective memory through exhibits and narratives. A typical tour for visitors includes sites of remembrance, monuments, and carefully selected culinary spots, showing a controlled image of the country. Traditional crafts such as weaving and pottery are preserved in workshops and schools where young apprentices learn techniques passed down from generation to generation. Art and music schools train young talents, preparing them to participate in ceremonies and competitions of national significance. Rural rites and agricultural festivals celebrate the cycle of work and harvests while strengthening bonds within local communities and the practical dimension of tradition. In everyday life, private customs and forms of entertainment evolve, and younger generations turn to hidden media and new inspirations despite fears of control and repression.